Despite steady progress and back-to-back title challenges, silverware has continued to elude him in the most critical competitions, the Premier League and the UEFA Champions League. Now, as the 2025-26 season kicks off, this could be Arteta's last real opportunity to deliver a major trophy at Arsenal. Arteta's initial success came quickly, winning the FA Cup in August 2020 by defeating Manchester City and Chelsea. At the time, this signalled a promising new era. However, that trophy remains his only major triumph, and the seasons that followed have been defined by falling short at crucial moments. In the 2023-24 Premier League campaigns, Arsenal led the table for long stretches, but ultimately finished behind Manchester City, arguably the most dominant English side in modern history under Pep Guardiola. The 2022-23 collapse in particular was brutal. Arsenal held an 8-point lead in April before a string of draws and a heavy 4-1 defeat at the Etihad saw City overhaul them. Arteta's youthful squad, while vibrant and technically gifted, lacked the composure and experience to sustain a title push under intense pressure. The 2024-25 season deepened the narrative. Once again, Arsenal showed signs of maturity and elite performance, but were pipped to the title by a resurgent Liverpool side. In Europe, expectations were high following a strong Champions League group stage and quarter-final win. But in the semi-finals, Arsenal were eliminated by Paris Saint-Germain, who went on to win the tournament. It was a familiar story. Arsenal played well, but lacked the killer instinct in the final third and were undone by PSG's clinical quality, especially in the second leg in Paris. Critics argue that Arteta's tactical approach can be too rigid in big matches and his substitutions at times conservative. Despite major investment, spending over £500 million since 2021 on the likes of Declan Rice and Kai Havertz, silverware remains elusive. While Arteta's Arsenal play some of the most attractive football in Europe and have bridged the gap to the elite, the lingering issue is his inability to convert potential into trophies. The 2025-26 season could now define whether he is remembered as a brilliant rebuilder or a nearly man. Arteta has been given something few managers in modern football enjoy: time. Backed by the board and sporting director Edu, he was allowed to tear down the remnants of the Wenger and Emery eras and rebuild with his own philosophy and players. Arsenal are no longer in a transitional phase. This is a squad built entirely in Arteta's image. In recent seasons, Arsenal have come close. They finished second to Manchester City in the Premier League in 2023 and 2024, with performances that often matched the champions stride for stride but lacked the clinical consistency when it mattered most. In Europe, Arsenal returned to the Champions League in 2023-24 and reached the quarter-finals, only to fall short against experienced opponents. The excuses are running out and expectations are higher than ever. A title-winning squad. Arsenal now possess one of the most balanced and talented squads in the Premier League. At the heart of this is a group of young, dynamic players who have matured together under Arteta's guidance. They almost undoubtedly have the best defence in the Premier League, both statistically and structurally. They conceded the fewest goals in both of the last two seasons and topped the league in expected goals against, proving their defensive dominance wasn't luck but system-driven. At the heart of it is the exceptional centre-back pairing of William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes, whose combination of calm distribution and physical presence is unmatched. New addition Ricardo Calafiori has slotted in seamlessly, offering left-footed balance and progressive passing. Jurriën Timber, returning from injury, brings defensive intelligence and technical quality, making him a key asset at both right-back and centre-back. Ben White, now back from injury, will be crucial to Arsenal's build-up and pressing system at right-back this season. Emerging talent Miles Lewis-Skelly will heavily feature at left-back, after showcasing positional awareness beyond his years and providing crucial cover in transitions in the last few months. Behind them, David Raya claimed the Golden Glove with 13 clean sheets, a testament to Arsenal's compact defensive block. With elite depth, youth integration, and tactical discipline under Mikel Arteta, Arsenal's defence stands as the league's most formidable in 2025. Arsenal's likely midfield trio for the 2025-26 season, Declan Rice, Martin Ødegaard, and new signing Martin Zubimendi, sounds amazing. At the base, Zubimendi brings elite positional discipline, press resistance, and calm distribution. Signed from Real Sociedad, he's a natural number 6, offering the kind of metronomic control Arsenal have lacked since the prime years of Mikel Arteta as a player. His ability to break up play and dictate tempo will allow others more freedom to roam. Declan Rice, shifting into a more box-to-box role, becomes even more dangerous. With his physicality, defensive instincts, and now a growing ability to contribute goals and ball progression, Rice adds dynamism and verticality. He'll cover ground alongside Zubimendi, forming a double pivot in defensive phases and pushing forward in transitions. Martin Odegaard, as captain and creative fulcrum, remains the heartbeat of Arsenal's attacking play. His vision, press resistance, and ability to unlock defences are world-class. With more defensive support behind him, Odegaard can operate higher and with greater freedom. This is a big season for him, as there are huge doubts about him after his quiet 24-25 season. If he can re-find his form this time around, Arsenal will be incredible. Together, this midfield offers control, energy, creativity and defensive security, a combination that could finally deliver Arsenal the consistency needed to win major honours. Arsenal's wing play is one of their greatest strengths, anchored by the explosive duo of Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli. Saka, operating from the right, continues to evolve into one of the world's most complete wingers. With double-digit goals and assists in consecutive seasons, his balance of creativity, composure and work rate makes him nearly undroppable. He's also a key outlet in tight games, combining technical skill with tactical intelligence to unlock defences and track back reliably. On the left, Martinelli offers relentless directness, pace and pressing intensity. While slightly more erratic than Saka in decision-making, his ability to stretch defences and create chaos is invaluable to Arsenal's transitional attacks. When fully fit and firing, he's a nightmare for fullbacks. It looks like he will have some competition this season, as Noni Madueke is likely heading across London and will look to progress his career and become a regular starter for Arsenal on the left wing. Noni Madueke could offer Arsenal a fresh and dynamic option in attack, potentially even challenging Gabriel Martinelli for a starting role. With his explosive pace, close control and ability to cut inside from the left or right, Madueke brings unpredictability and directness in the final third. His dribbling and creativity would add a different dimension, especially against low blocks where Arsenal sometimes struggle. His versatility and flair could give Mikel Arteta more tactical flexibility and help keep the front line competitive and sharp throughout the season. In terms of depth, Leandro Trossard has proven to be a dependable and versatile option on both wings. His quick feet and eye for goal make him a valuable rotation piece in tight fixtures. Rising star Ethan Nwaneri, though still just a teenager, has shown glimpses of elite-level potential and may feature more prominently this season. Another potential signing is Crystal Palace's Eze. This would be a dynamic addition to Mikel Arteta's squad. Known for his flair, dribbling and creativity, he brings a unique ability to unlock defences with his quick feet and vision. He could operate as a number, 8 or 10, offering a different profile to existing midfielders like Odegaard. His ability to glide past players and contribute goals would add unpredictability in tight matches. The Englishman also brings versatility, capable of playing wide or centrally, giving Arteta more tactical flexibility. His arrival could elevate Arsenal's attacking rhythm and provide crucial depth in their pursuit of Premier League and European success. The final piece of the puzzle is the striker situation. For years, Arsenal have lacked a clinical dominant centre-forward, relying instead on makeshift options like Gabriel, Jesus, Kai Havertz, or even Mikel Merino playing out of position. None has consistently delivered double-figure league goals, and that gap has ultimately cost them key trophies. Securing a proven number 9 has been top of transfer wish lists for at least 3 seasons. Viktor Gyökeres fits that archetype perfectly. The Swedish striker has scored 54 goals in 52 appearances for Sporting this season, topping the European scoring charts with 30 league goals alone. His shot conversion rate approximately 28% rivals elite marksmen like Erling Haaland. Physically imposing, fast and aggressive, Gyökeres brings the hold-up play, movement and clinical finishing Arsenal have been missing. He excels in tight spaces and drifting into half spaces, something Arsenal lack on the left side, and could pair effectively with Saka, Martinelli or Madueke. His Champions League performance, including a hat-trick against Manchester City, shows he can deliver on big stages. Adding Gyökeres would instantly give Arteta a focal point, turning dominance into decisive results. He offers tactical variety, whether spearheading a 4-3-3 or partnering a facilitating forward, and the ruthlessness Arsenal have long lacked. After missing out on titles, such firepower could finally convert their performances into trophies, making the Gunners a devastating attacking force in England and Europe. There can be no excuses if they manage to bag the Swede. Challenges from within and without. While the squad is strong, Arsenal face significant internal and external challenges that could make or break their season. The mental hurdle. One of Arsenal's consistent issues under Arteta has been stumbling in the final stretch. In the 2022-23 and 2023-24 seasons, they dropped critical points in the last 2 months, losing their grip on the title to Manchester City. It's not just physical fatigue, but psychological. Arteta must prove he can get this team over the line, managing pressure, injuries, and rotation in high-stakes scenarios, injuries and depth. Injuries have exposed Arsenal in recent seasons. When Saliba missed key matches in 2023, their defensive stability collapsed. Similarly, the over-reliance on Saka raises concerns. Although depth has improved over the last few transfer windows, and with the auditions and future editions of this window, they should be in much better stead. Fixture congestion. Competing seriously in the Premier League, Champions League, and domestic cups requires elite squad management. Manchester City have perfected this rotation. Arteta has shown signs of learning, but this season will be the ultimate test of whether he can rotate without sacrificing performance. Arsenal's path to silverware won't just be determined by their own performance. The strength of their competitors adds immense pressure. Manchester City remain the team to beat. Pep Guardiola's side continues to evolve, and even if they suffer a dip or transition, their depth and winning experience are unmatched. Arsenal may have narrowed the gap, but City still possess the killer instinct Arsenal lack. Liverpool, under Arne Slot, enter a new era, but still boast a core of elite talent. If Slot adapts quickly, Liverpool could once again be major players, especially with the signing of Florian Wirtz. Chelsea, though erratic, have invested heavily and have the potential to explode under the right circumstances. Then there's Newcastle, Aston Villa, and even Tottenham and Man United, all of whom are capable of taking points off the top sides. In Europe, Arsenal must contend with giants like Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, and PSG, all of whom possess the experience and tactical steel Arsenal have lacked on the continent. Arteta's tactical nous has improved, but knockout football requires another level of ruthlessness. It's now or never. The biggest pressure on Arteta is not just the competition or squad readiness, it's the sense that his project has reached its peak phase. Arsenal have backed him extensively in the transfer market, given him full control over football operations, and trusted him through growing pains. But football is ultimately judged by results. If Arteta ends another season trophyless, especially after coming close multiple times, questions will be asked. There's also the matter of narrative. A third successive title challenge that falters or a European exit before the final would suggest that while Arteta has made Arsenal better, he may not be the man to make them winners. In modern football, even long-term projects have expiration dates if they fail to deliver at the final step.